The main event of Who's Number One is going to be incredible fights and definitely fireworks, right? Kaynan had an incredible performance at ADCC, winning double gold and submitting 7 fights out of 8 fights. He did a really good job there. He was on his day. I believe the titles of ADCC motivate him to keep training, to keep working, and he's very focused.
I feel like we've already made so many improvements, but we're hardly scratching the surface with what we're able to do with the wrestling. So it's been a blessing, you know, working with the world champion and, you know, be best at his craft. You know, he's also bringing world championship learning to the table. You know, he's a world champion student, so you know, it's been an honor, like, just sharing all my technique and everything I know in the sport of wrestling, because he just leeches on to every single little bit of information I give him. So when we first started working together, made that promise we're going to work towards his black belt in wrestling, and he's already freaking close to there. So really excited to see what's to come at the Who's Number One bout.
After ADCC, I think was the biggest event of the year for myself. I think I had a great performance, maybe one of my best performances ever. And after that, I took a little break so I can reset things. And after I received an invitation from Flow Grappling to compete at Who's Number One, I was a little hard to find opponents first, and they offered me to fight against Roberto Jimenez. And as soon as they said, I was like, oh, I'm down, because I always like to have a challenge ahead, you know. And I think this challenge, it's one challenge that keep me like very focused. It's something that keep me like motivated to keep doing like my routine, and I can't wait to compete again and show my new skills so I can finish the year in a great way.
And of course, Kaynan is working really hard to make sure that he's not only get the victory, but hopefully he can get a submission. I know Jimenez is working for that as well. It's not gonna be that easy, right? But that's what we have in our mind, right?
We never really try to tend on focus what other people are doing, but we're aware of what he brings to the table. So, you know, the game plan that we were working for his Who's Number One camp is very specific for this opponent. But ultimately, I believe Kaynan has the best wrestling in jiu-jitsu, and it's only getting better. So, just very excited for this bout and see what he could display with what we've been going over.
Ready to go. Can't wait to compete again.